Hey there, Jake with Band of Fitness, and today we're going to talk about the difference between a user-defined functional trainer and a machine-defined home gym. And hopefully by the end of the video, you have a better idea of which is the best option for you. First off, what's what? A functional trainer, or sometimes referred to as a cable crossover machine, is a pulley system like this, where you have high points and low points and different adjustments in between. Now, a multi-gym, or sometimes referred to as a universal station, is a setup like this, a more space-efficient design that allows for a lot of different variation as far as exercises. Now, different options will come with different makes and models, but you're usually going to have some sort of a lat pull down at the top, a leg developer at the bottom for extensions, and some sort of a press arm, at least at a minimum. With functional trainers, balance is always key. The large concept behind the use of a functional trainer is the ability to keep yourself balanced during the movement. You see, your muscles have these small neurons called proprioceptors, and it's what allows your body to react to sudden changes. The act, called proprioception, quite simply is coordination, or adjusting your motor reflexes. Proprioception becomes increasingly important as we get older. A lot of times we injure ourselves when we do something our body isn't used to. We lose our balance and we get hurt. This is why older people fall more than younger people, or even when trying to pick up heavier objects. The opposite is true for universal gyms, or really any gym system for that matter that uses a linear path. You don't really have to focus too much on keeping your balance throughout the activity, but this does have an upside to it. It allows you to train your body more quickly on using heavier weight. So you're using heavier weight, it's just not really functional strength that you're developing. Universal gyms can also be much better options for beginners who aren't really sure how to do different exercises and what their physiology should be. You might prefer linear press movements for other things though. For example, a bench press. On a multi-gym, it's pretty simple. There's one way to do it, and for beginners, it's great. You don't have to learn really where your balance is yet, you might not know where your physiology lies. For a functional trainer though, it's very different. There can be multiple ways to do a bench press. You could be standing, you could be seated, you could have a handle on each hand, or you can have a long bar across for both hands, just to name a few examples. There are some major differences in how you do exercises with both systems. Some exercises will be very similar, like the bench press we just talked about, while others might feel very different. For example, a leg extension. Most home gyms and universals come with some sort of a leg extension attached to the front of the bench. This is a very simple, straightforward movement. With a functional trainer, it's a little bit different. You have to accomplish the same exercise by attaching an ankle cuff and do the movement in a standing position, which might be a little cumbersome for some people. Meanwhile, smaller muscle group exercises might be a little bit easier on a functional trainer compared to a home gym, like lateral raises for an example. This might be hard to accomplish on a home gym that feels natural compared to a functional trainer, which gives you a lot more variable adjustments. So it's important to think about what exercises matter the most to you and how conveniently you can accomplish those on the different types of machines, as that can be a very big deciding factor. Also keep in mind that different models can offer different exercises, all within the same category. So who's it for? Typically, functional trainers are best suited for people who are more focused on activities in their daily life as they age, and not really as focused on things like their physique or raw power. So if you're looking to keep up with your kids or your grandkids, want to be a little more self-sufficient when it comes to moving heavy objects, and focus a little more on toning and muscle definition, a functional trainer is probably the best bet. On the other hand, if you're looking for something that offers simple, quick, and efficient exercises, a home gym might be the better option for you. Also, they're great for beginners. There are lower likely chance of resulting in injury, you don't have to worry about balance muscles coming into play, and if you're someone who is interested more in strength and bulking up and not as much in muscle definition, then this might be a better option for you. Regardless of which option you choose to go with, we always recommend make sure you can find a place to test the equipment out before making a purchase. Make sure it feels comfortable and sturdy and right for you, as well as anyone else in the family that might be using it. Not to mention, quality is a hard thing to judge with this kind of equipment. Just because the photos look good doesn't mean it's as sturdy as it seems. Thanks for watching, and hopefully it helped. If you'd like to test out any of our functional trainers or home gyms, be sure to check out our showroom in Clearwater, Florida. Have a great day and train hard.